I'd like to welcome you all to the Disaster Forensic and Lesson Learned series, The Case of Elliott Lake. My name is Fraser Penny. I'm a disaster management student here in the master's program. And I'd like to, on behalf of the organizing committee, welcome you all today and thank you very much for coming. We're all very excited. And so before we get to it, just a couple housekeeping things. For one, if you're going to be on camera, we ask that you sign the quick photo release. You can talk to Mark Terry about that. Please refer to the program outline for details of the day. You'll see there will be coffee and lots of time for lunch. And so we just ask that in respect to the panelists that we just abide by the set out timeline. And one last thing is if you're talking today, we ask that you also speak into the microphone for recording purposes. If you'd like to walk around, there's a microphone here as well that you can put in your lapel. All right. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the chief architect of the day and director of the Masters in Disaster program, Dr. Ali Asghari. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I really would like to express my sincere thanks to our speakers who, despite their busy schedule, accepted our invitation to this seminar. We very much appreciate their response and positive response, and we are looking forward to hear from them. Since we started planning for this seminar, there were a few concerns. At least two concerns, major concerns for us were, the first one was if we can find enough number of speakers for such a small event. That was the initial idea. But as we started planning, we learned that despite of the scale of the disaster, looking at global events, it created some big questions. And it attracted different disciplines, professions, and different agencies across Canada. So this proved not to be really an important concern. There are so many people who have been looking at this, who have ideas to share, talk about this. And so really there is no lack of people who are interested in this event and who want to learn from this and who want to talk and present and discuss that. So, but the other issue we had or concern was that if we can get people who were actually involved in this whole process directly to come and speak at this point of time, especially because of the inquiry and also the case being in the court. We approached a number of speakers that we wanted to have them here, but they either turned down our invitation because of the same reason, or they were turned down by their agencies. They were interested in coming, speaking to us, but their agencies asked them not to do so. And some of them are actually sitting in this room. But we respect that decision, and this is what we did. This is what we do. This is our process. This is what probably we should be doing in that sense, and we respect that decision. But as you know, as everybody has heard about this event created lots of questions. And those questions are regarding existing policies, procedures, plans, practices, codes, legislations that we have in Ontario and in Canada. Not only in Canada, basically, it can be used for other parts of the world. So the questions attracts or demands questions. And unfortunately, there is, as we do this, there is an inquiry going on. I'm sure you have been following that. I've been watching that myself for the past 2 days, and hopefully we'll continue doing so for the next few days. And that inquiry itself fill the gaps that we are having in terms of bringing the direct or people who are directly involved in this process. That's a good side of it. And looking at the inquiry itself going on, and we know that this is going to finish soon. Hopefully, we have some information or answers to some of these questions from that perspective as well. So with this, I would like to also mention what we are doing here in this series, our seminar series. This is our fourth one. Our third one we combined or covering. This is the fourth disaster we are covering. We started with the Haiti earthquake and then continued with oil spill and Japan earthquake and tsunami last year. This is our fourth event we are covering. And the idea is a bit new, the disaster forensic analysis. It's not, we try to examine disaster from all different angles, and not just from technical point of view, not from response. This is very much close to the concept of comprehensive emergency management. An event happened, we want to look at this from mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery aspects to make sure that we can learn from what happened or understand what happened, examine the root causes of this risk, and if we were prepared enough or what went wrong, what went okay, what were the weaknesses, what were the positive elements of that, and so on. So it's kind of broad scope, and it's also not limited really to this event. We want to kind of simulate what would happen under similar circumstances and similar situations or environment in other places. As you know, and this is the fact that in Canada we have lots of places like Elliott Lake, remote and probably with short of resources. What if something like that happened in all other communities? And they all have malls, schools, hospitals, sport facilities, and any event or a structural failure would cause problems or a tragedy for them as well. So we want to learn from this event for all those other facilities and services across Canada. And I'm sure people will learn from this across the world. So with this, I want to draw your attention to our focus, which is really a broader scope, trying to bring different disciplines from different areas, from different agencies, as you can see here we have today. I'm very glad that we have lined up a number of speakers who are experts in their field and what they are doing, and they're all from different, looking at this event and similar situations and what we can discuss from different angles: engineering, media, law, and professional experiences, as well as what is what is being done right now for malls, shopping mall environments, or other types of important buildings in Canada. I just summarize and finish my short note, which is, of course, another thank to our speakers and also to participants that showed interest coming to this seminar. We have participants from across Ontario. I had registration from Elliott Lake also. I'm not sure if they have been able to attend today, but from Ottawa, from Kingston, and other places. We have different representatives from different departments here. So thank you very much for coming. And I just also want to thank our partners, our schools, Professor Peggy, who will be talking shortly, welcoming you, and our Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies for their supports, and of course, more important, International Association of Emergency Managers, represented by John Sanders, and also Ontario Association of Emergency Managers, who supported this event. And thank you to our colleagues and friends and students who helped organizing this event. I now ask Professor Peggy to come and welcome you officially from the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm indeed very delighted to be here to welcome you to this very useful and important seminar. Reflecting back what the lessons that we can learn from the Elliott Lake disaster. Indeed, I'm very encouraged to see a group of scholars and professionals putting their mind together to the problems that's so real, and also need the attention of the Canadian society. I particularly would like to thank my colleague Ali and also his group for organizing this event, which is so meaningful. And I would like to also congratulate them for their impact that they have made for such a new program in the school. I'm exceedingly proud, and thank you, and congratulations. I also would probably like to, if I may, be permitted to make an anecdote that I personally might have already risked a disaster for talking too much about a topic that I know nothing about. And so I would simply want to conclude just by saying welcome, and I hope that you enjoy your day. It seems like it's a lot of fun coming ahead. Thank you.